Okay, welcome to Unbelievable. This is weird.
The black holes are so
Jelly.
powerful that it's carrying a neighboring star. As the stars
This
consume
is
it,
Dale.
accelerated matter produces X-rays, and this creates an
Clearly
X-ray pulse of
days.
Cygnus X1.
Okay, today's headline
Slowly, the material that makes up that star is being sucked into the black hole.
Before it finally
What the
succumbs to the
headline?
black hole awesome power.
I love the explanations. It's cool. The X-ray, but come on, it's a cool. If not, black holes are cool enough. There's one at the center of our galaxy, right? It's just
apples. Okay, I'm gonna put it out.
The weird signals of Cygnus
You know,
X1 are not evidence of apocalyptic technology. Thousands of light years from Earth.
Fluttershy.
But one astronaut has found something
That's
Jimmy.
they want place.
Wait a minute.
something
Okay, I'm gonna switch the signal flush.
weather
Remember
systems
that.
on Earth.
And what's
And the
happening?
captivating light show at the top of the world.
Guys can.
What is the most
Why
beautiful
are we
thing
doing
we get to
Because
see
I
from
have to bring
space?
The refrigerator door.
Anytime I'm by Aurora, nobody's working. Everybody's at the window.
here and straight out.
But when Jim Williams photographs the
Why don't you
aurora,
type in real life?
captures more of the speed of light. He snaps straight out of science fiction.
Really hurt.
It looks just like space
Okay,
parked
that's-
in our Aurora.
Or it got hurt. Many
A
people.
starship wouldn't accidentally cover the sky above the northern lights.
How did they die? Well, like that one year ago. Yes.
Is it feasible
And everyone.
that this craft can be actually
Yeah, let's
refueling
go back on it.
wirelessly from being inside the Aurora Borealis? And if so, does that mean that there are energy sources
Okay,
all around us? Maybe, but extraterrestrials can.
Any anomaly in the Earth's magnetic field could be dangerous if it affected
Okay.
its stability. More than a pretty light show.
These.
They're patterns of force
Oh my
caused
gosh,
by
when
the
these
Earth's
are big.
magnetic field. They protect the planet from charged particles sent hurtling through space by solar explosions.
If the Earth's magnetic field failed, we on the surface of the planet would be exuding radiation that's coming from the sun. If it worked for
Okay,
our own
that's it.
on our planet,
Okay, our next headline is flying.
Solar physicists
Okay,
don't believe this
so
is
that is
an
the
alien
first one.
vessel assigned to Earth.
it's not a starship.
Okay,
I'm afraid that's
everyone,
the least likely
who's not
explanation.
business, like,
Perhaps it was a
okay,
cosmic ray hit
penguin.
that did some damage to the detector in the camera.
You
It
guys
seems
wait
like
here.
all the best
See, you're not
which
discussing.
explains the little dark spot in the picture. I'm thinking maybe this is someone watching. And then the scientist takes over and they start looking for explanations. But every now and then, there aren't any good explanations. And that's really exciting.
I found it. This number.
Explorers of the centuries will often return voyages with fantastic tales of fabulous creatures.
180 and 274. Okay, bye.
Hundreds of years later, space explorers continue to see things.
Okay, we have Pinky here. Slime jumps, right?
Get into the groove and bust a move.
A secret shuttle mission at a quick
Nice one.
is interrupted.
All of a sudden, it wasn't there, now it's there.
Slithering through space, a weird entity.
Okay.
It's moving like us.
Okay, bye.
Are there creatures living above our atmosphere?
Taylor's there.
That's for the weather. Phew. Okay. Today, we're going
2 to 30
to
miles
find out
above
all
Earth.
that. The
Space
way
Shuttle
trains
Atlantis
run.
operates covertly in void.
Go.
Astronaut Story Musgrave
Number
deploys a
five,
secret
number
defense satellite.
Finally,
It was an infrared satellite, very powerful infrared
I'm
camera,
like swimming
which is able to detect
today.
rocket launches.
After
But
it
I know
releases
we
the
get
multimedia satellite, Story makes one last visual.
I'm looking straight out over the tail.
Okay, a week ahead.
There's an arcade nowhere. It wasn't there, now it's there. It's a snake like object of 6 feet, 7 feet. And I'm wondering what it is.
Right outside.
Story watches as the entity
And
slithers.
There's internal motion in it, and it continues to move further out, right in that direction.
Hey!
Kayla's there,
No,
right?
The strange, wriggling object alarms NASA as well.
Okay, what's that? Somebody.
Jim Olberg examines the video footage, looking for the most rational
Okay, so that
explanation.
gets somebody.
We know that there are
So
plenty
nice.
of things to break loose of the shuttle that look like
Not
that.
loosen, but
There is
the color
strips
that
of
we use.
insulation between the
It's gonna be
tiles.
snow
There
it.
are strap downs
It's
on
gonna
the
snow
payload.
it.
And of course, the main mechanisms for deploying these payload have things designed to be thrown overboard.
The nut and bolt is carefully logged before takeoff. So NASA believes identifying the missing piece is mystery. But when Story later checks in with the shuttle mechanics back on the ground, the mystery deepens.
The vehicles were normal when they came home. There was
Okay,
nothing
thank you.
missing you should not have been missing.
Okay, well, remember, can I turn that
I
phone?
ain't got no answers.
Okay, well, that's all
This
I'm
is
gonna
not a
say.
man-made artifact that leaves open other options.
Okay, well, we found a local police
Story
officer.
Musgrave doesn't rule out life in space.
Space
How
itself
did
is
I?
not
We don't know.
That's a human
He
perspective.
died.
It's only
Oh, he
hostile to the
died
human
because.
condition.
Well,
Life is powerful
Okay, well,
in a right and
I
it
said
happens
that
and
he did
lives in
that,
all
but-
the environments.
not on the tape that we got.
And I think life is
This is
everywhere
the
out
tape.
there.
Okay, we
Recent
can
discoveries of life in Earth's most hostile environments support Story's enthusiasm.
When you boil it down, we have found life in all kinds of unexpected
phone break.
places.
So whenever
Life in rocks, life at high temperature,
Okay.
life at high pressure, Everybody said impossible.
Two Phillies did a play yesterday.
but it's found.
This is
So
it.
I'm thinking
But there is a tablecloth.
In 2007, a handful of tiny insect-like creatures called tardigrades were sent into orbit.
Yes, purple. Spiders.
After 10 days exposed to vacuum, the tiny astronauts are still alive and healthy. The bug's endurance is impressive, but NASA astrobiologist Chris McKay doesn't believe
Okay, well,
anything
each cell is
permanently
15
live
minutes.
in space.
we can
I said,
wonder
really? 15
if
minutes?
life could live in space,
They
not
were
on a
wet.
planet which is floating in space. There's certainly enough energy.
Okay, so,
The hard thing for me to
this
imagine
is what
is how
happened
that
in
life gets
Canada.
material. How does it
So
get
let's
fresh
see
nutrients from waste? Who knows?
The eerie, snake-like object is unlike
We don't know what
anything
happened.
else ever recorded. And to date, NASA has no official explanation.
They found it.
But for Story Musgrave, his encounter with the space
Anyway,
highlights
they
just how
found
little we
hoof
really
marks.
know about the cosmos.
I
To
don't know, this
understand
thing's
that
so
we
like,
understand everything out in
so still
space.
killed her.
We don't
She
understand
didn't,
anything.
because we just found hoof marks. So,
She's not going to undress for us.
oops. So,
Even on Earth's nearest neighbor, we find things we
wedding
don't understand.
start to pay off.
We even give them names to disguise our fear.
Shining out and goodness book.
Coming up, NASA's
They are not
mysterious
thinking about
moon
having style in
pigeons.
this city.
Everything starts going wrong when these moon pigeons
I thought they were gonna have this. Okay, let's see what's these questions. Hello, it's me, Rarity. Good to meet you, and this is the news. 8 p.m. AT. 9 p.m. AT. 9 p.m. AT. 9 a.m. AT. 9 p.m. AT. 9 a.m. PT. 2:30 p.m. PLN.
Apollo 10's lunar module is seconds from
I
catastrophe.
found this cigarette.
Apollo 10,
It
the
says
last mission before the landing.
came this close to absolute disaster.
No, that's what
What if something tampered
it
with
has
NASA's ship?
fancy writing.
Everything
could
starts
see
going wrong
Looks.
when these balloon pigeons
It's a Hebrew. Oh, well,
May 1969.
well. Okay,
Apollo
this is the
10's
painting
8-day
we're getting
mission
out
to the
today.
moon captivates
It's
an entire
108,
planet.
240. And then you'll win. Just to win. Everybody.
Apollo 10
That's
is
the
going to be a full-up dress
poster.
rehearsal for the landing. It's going to be occurring on Apollo 11, but they're not
But
going to
when
actually land. They're only going to go down
Okay, well,
about
we're
8
going to
miles to
keep
the
it under
surface.
this.
After separating from the mothership, the lunar module orbits 8 miles above the moon's surface, precisely mapping a landing area for the next Apollo
Where
mission.
is it? Already a question.
As they're approaching the lunar surface, one of the
I
things that
heard
they have to
something
do
about
is get a lock,
question.
because without knowing your exact
Tiny
altitude, you can run
version
into
of
problems.
us. With me.
But the command module's transponder
Anyway,
failed, leaving the mission in jeopardy
our
and the lunar
laptop.
module
And
hanging
we are
helplessly in
thinking,
space. Without a
Falcon
lock,
Phone would be
it won't be
entering
able
into
to
Frozen
dock back with the command
We
module.
don't. Do you want to see my experience?
They try manually, but that doesn't work, and they repeatedly try, and it is not operating. So finally they're setting up their last chance. Men at the consoles and mission control and folks in the back room are now frantically trying to figure out what they might be able to do.
Lunar module pilot Eugene Cernan catches the unfolding drama on camera. As his craft drifts above the command module, Cernan's camera captures something below him. What looks like another spacecraft.
NASA has a code for something like that. They call it
This is part of the imagery that led NASA to commission a study of what they call moon pigeons, things seen out the window.
Seems weird that NASA calls these things moon pigeons. That's a weird title. We know there aren't pigeons flying out in deep space.
As quickly as the moon pigeon appeared, it disappears. And within moments, the situation on board the lunar module improves.
They flip the toggle switch one last time, and the radar system starts operating. They start getting the data, they confirm this with mission control, and they get the authorization to make the approach to the lunar surface.
The mission finishes without any additional drama. When Cernan's film reaches the public, some see the moon pigeon's sudden appearance as more than coincidence.
I believe we're being warned off. Stay away and don't come back.
Some speculate that an advanced intelligence could be jamming Apollo systems. Others believe friendly aliens are somehow fixing the transponder.
I think the extraterrestrials would be quite concerned. Rule number one for any advanced civilization is keep tabs on the primitives of the neighborhood.
The motives of this moon pigeon are difficult to fathom, but NASA doesn't believe that aliens interfered with Apollo 10 at all.
Okay,
They
this is
say
a
this
Frozen
pigeon is
trip.
a
Soundtrack. Yeah.
Here again, we have NASA falling back on its old support for nothing strange, space debris.
By calling these anomalies moon
Make sure to
pigeons,
tune in.
NASA is trivializing it. But what they can't trivialize is that everything starts going wrong when these moon pigeons appear.
6 moon pigeons were reported during just 2 Apollo
Like, comment, and
missions.
subscribe.
In 1970, NASA commissioned a report on moon pigeons.
Okay, music ends here. I hope it makes it to the end of this video.
Case closed. According to
Like,
NASA.
subscribe, comment.
To date, no NASA mission has found evidence of life on the moon. But one groundbreaking experiment may have found evidence of life
70
on
more
Mars.
subscribers.
This
For
could be one of the most
900.
important discoveries of all time.
So
I
why
hope I
don't
can make
we
it.
know about it?
Music hall. Out. music
sun
players.
used to make our outdoor
I'm the
deck
lead
and
singer.
patio space so hot
I can't make
and
it
uncomfortable. We couldn't.
It's crazy.
But then we discovered
Okay,
the sunset
everybody,
retractable
well,
awning. Our sunset retractable awning.